Okay, at least there's a PowerPoint on the screen, yeah? I was nervous about it working, but at least it's on the screen. Full marks. Yippee! Niko, you cut it out. We're at the best part of the sax solo. Okay, it's okay. I'll continue. Featuring my creaking chair in the background. Good morning! Good morning! Niko, who's that in the glasses? I don't know, she looks like a very distinguished, smart, beautiful young woman squid princess, but I'm not sure. Good morning! Good morning! Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning! Let's see, let me catch up on the chat. A lot of you guys are here. Thank you for coming! You do actually pay for Office 365. It's cheap. I used to pay for it. But since I got a new PC, in my mind, Microsoft Word is not something that you pay for. Even though it seems to become something that you pay for. I thought it was supposed to be included. So now I just don't have it. I just don't have it. Is this stream going to be ASMR? No, I'm sorry, not today. But if you're looking to sleep, there's lots of other great ASMR VTubers. Or go watch my video. Shameless plug. But good morning! It's a subscription now. Yeah, it used to come free, so I can't bring myself to pay for it. Same. It feels like illegal. Like, I know it's not illegal, but it feels illegal. Also, I hate subscriptions. I hate subscriptions. 2002 PowerPoint slides. Let's go, let's go! Google Slides, but yeah, let's go. Office 365 is cheap when you don't have to pay for it. That's true. Actually, students are supposed to get it for free. So I tried to sign up with my Japanese school student address, and it was like, this doesn't count. And I was like, okay, whatever, man. Whatever, man. You're gonna give it to you for... Yeah, it's supposed to work like that, isn't it? But then, if you're not a student, don't they just kick you off? They're like, oh, welcome to the adult world. Fork up $200 million. Bah. See, I say that, but actually, I pay for Adobe Premiere Pro, which is like literally like $300 a year. It's so expensive, but it's the only thing I know how to use to edit my videos. So I just suck it up. You hate subscriptions except YouTube memberships. Well, all the VTubers appreciate that. Also, Niko, I meant to ask, what are you munching on? It's a candied apple. It's a candy apple. Nom nom. Nom nom. I'm just leisurely eating it, so it's not done yet, but I'm working on it. Blah. You're gonna eat it? Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it. No, it's a different one. I just keep taking the same tiny bite. You were eating it last one. No, that was a different one, actually. That was a different one. It's probably gone bad. No. Although, actually, I did have a banana and it totally went bad. I bought 3 bananas as an attempt to be healthy, and I ate 2 of them just fine, but the other one, they just get brown so fast. Fruit goes bad so fast. It's not fair. It doesn't seem right. And one time, I tried to put bananas in the fridge to make them not go bad, but that just made them weird. Like, are you not supposed to put bananas in the fridge? When they become soft, I don't want to eat them anymore. Yeah, same. Or too brown? Like, a couple of spots are okay, but if the whole thing is brown, I'm like, I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to eat that. Wait, Niko, do you make your own characters, or does someone make them for you? What do you mean by that? If you mean my model, so I did the design, but I paid somebody else to do the actual art. So like, I did a drawing, and then I gave it to her, and I was like, please draw me better. Squishy brown bananas are good for banana bread. True, but I don't have an oven. Can you make it in the air fryer? Whatever you do, don't freeze them for sure. I've totally frozen them before. I've totally frozen them! bananas. Is that true? I freeze them for like smoothies. You're not supposed to. Fridge bananas are no for me. Yeah, they were weird in the fridge, but in the freezer they're okay for smoothies because they become like big chunks of banana ice and they're good. Do you still have the original sketch? Wait, yeah, actually, hang on. Oh, I have this too. This is the brother from Devil May Cry. I have that. That's not quite what you asked. I have a bunch of weird images on here. Oh, me when I'm so mad. Oh, me when I'm just so pissed. Virgo? Oh, yeah. I'm not sure why I added him. I just wanted you guys to see him. Oh, I got this too. Oh, me when I crave that mineral. Oh, me when I just crave that mineral. Oh, me when I crave that mineral. You guys remember this meme, right? Just because they crave that mineral. I swear I have the sketch here somewhere. That's not it. Okay, so on my OBS, I just have like 40 images that just say image 1, image 2, image 3, image 4. And they're not, I can't seem to, I swear I had it on here. Also, you guys can hear the background music, right? And maybe I deleted it. Dun, 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 dun. You can hear the music. Okay, thank you. Wait, I swear I have it, you guys. I'll look for 1 second, and then if I can't find it, then I'll give up. Because I do the sketch and then I send it to an artist. But yeah, it is in the Discord if you want to look. But in the Discord, it's not everyone's jam. So I swear I have it somewhere. I have a gif of the Among Us guy twerking. That's not quite what you wanted. Every thumbnail I've ever made. Maybe I'm getting closer. Oh my god, now I gotta find it. Wait. Oh, here it is. Okay, I got it. No, that's too big. Okay, so the story of this is actually, I sent a message to the artist and I was like, hey, are you accepting commissions? And she said it was like selective. So basically like, I thought it was going to take her some time to decide. But she messaged me back like an hour later and she was like, yeah, what's your design? And I was like, that's a good question. Let me get back to you. So I drew this in like an hour. There's me. Dun, 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 dun. And I have another version with like notes too. I was like, please keep the chest. It's big up and there's braids there and stuff. So this is what I came up for myself in 1 hour. It's hard because it's like, I have an idea, but then you have to communicate it with the artist, and it's like, but I think she did a great job. And I'm very happy with it. Wait, are you getting a new model? I'm getting a chibi model. Thanks to very generous donators on my throne. The chibi model was funded, and it's being commissioned right now. But I hope that one day, maybe soon, I'll be able to get a 2.0 model too. Because I have some new ideas for like outfits and stuff. I'm cooking on it. But this is the original sketch from like 4 years ago. TV Niko, yeah, it's totally on the way, guys. It's totally on the way. She marked it on vegan as like in progress, so I'm trusting her. Kawaii, arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. And I'm gonna have 2 hairstyles. And what else did I ask for? I was just big and greedy. I think I asked for 2 hairstyles on my TV model. I think 2 outfits. I think I even asked for a toggle to hold a controller. I was just big and greedy. I guess the arrows mean what says on the TV model. Actually, I made a totally different one for the TV model. This is from like 4 years ago. But for the TV model, I made a totally different sheet actually. But I'm not sure where that one is. So maybe I'll find that later and share it when I debut the TV model. But if I show you now, it'll be like a spoiler. No spoilers. The TV still looks like you though. Of course. It's me, but just TV. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Shameless plug as Niko creates the best ASMR known to the universe. You exaggerate. Seriously, you saved so many sleepless nights. This least I could do, give for appreciation. Shout out to Squid Fam too. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Damn, your vocal range is insane. Thank you. I like to voice act in like 2 different stuff. I'm working on it though. I want to take voice lessons actually, because I'd like to be a better singer. Because, I mean, I know being a VTuber, like you don't have to sing. There is no one holding a gun to your head that's like, sing now, sing. But I mean, I like to sing. So, I'm the type of person that likes to be good at things she likes to do, so. But it's a bit awkward because I thought about signing up for vocal lessons, right? And it's not that I'm embarrassed to be a VTuber. I'm very happy to be a VTuber. It's like the best thing ever. But there's something about going to a vocal lesson and saying, ma'am, to like, you know, the teacher, the sensei being like, excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to learn how to sing so I can release a VTuber vocal cover. Thank you. But you know, this is Japan. I'm sure they actually get that all the time. But something about saying it out loud is just... But you know, if I go, I want to be honest about my goals. You can always lie. That's true. That's true. They don't need to know that's true. That's true. But something in me wants to say it, you know what I mean? Like, I even keep the fact that I'm a VTuber secret from my friends that I see like all the time. But something in me lately wants to be like, hey, I'm a VTuber. But I just don't say it. I don't lie exactly. Like, they've never asked me, Niko, are you a VTuber? It just doesn't come up. I want to sing covers on my YouTube. That's true. I don't have to mention that I'm a VTuber. True. Content creator who wants to start singing. Fork found in kitchen. I hope you're doing okay, Niko. I'm doing okay. How are you? What did you guys get up to this summer? Did anyone do anything fun? That would be a very specific question out of nowhere. Well, that's true. That's true. And the thing is, like, if I don't respond in the friend group chat, I'm always like, oh, I was just playing video games, guys. Sorry. Which is not a lie. Because I was playing video games. Just with some people online. Which again is not a lie. Maybe your friends found your channel, but they sleep before realizing it's you. Something about the thought of my friends watching my ASMR makes that chills go up my spine. Actually, the friend that I visited in Europe, she's my best friend. Like, we've known each other for over 10 years. She's my best friend. She's the only one that knows I do this. And she subscribes to my channel, and she's like, yeah, Niko, I click on the video, I like it, and then I just click out. Because she hates ASMR. But she still wants to support me, and so she's like, yeah, I like it, and I just X out. I'm like, okay, man. But other ASMR is good to know it's not just me, but it's not her thing. It's not her thing. We used to play Overwatch together when we both lived in America. We used to play Overwatch together. And we'd do like the voice chat. Not the team, because we would always get yelled at for being women. It always seemed to end that way. But I would like whisper, I'd be like, ASMR, you should watch ASMR. Because even back then I still watched ASMR. I was like, ASMR is so good. Watch Latte ASMR. ASMR. Get on the payload. The payload. It is Lilia, because she's my best friend. If you watch me on Twitch, you may know her. She appears in my streams sometimes. Good friend, true friend. Yeah, I'm really lucky. Honestly, I cried at the airport when I left. Meet it with your friend's car review videos. You cringe too much. Yeah, it's like if you have a friend that does something like this, you don't have to watch it. Seriously, you don't have to watch it. But just give it a like. Just give it a like. You need to get to bed. Your chits are. Have fun with the stream. Thank you. Have a good sleep. She should leave it on, but me did. She get the watch time. Who did you mean in Overwatch? Diva. I meant Diva. And for healers, I mean Moira and Mercy, and then if I ever was unlucky enough to have to play DPS, I played Mei. You know, actually, I was into Overwatch so much. I had a Diva backpack, like for school. Which should probably be extremely embarrassing, but I was very proud of it actually. And I took it with me. I went to an anime convention. I went to Anime Boston with my Diva backpack, and I was getting on the train like to go to Anime Boston, and some random guy is like, "Oh, are you going to Anime Boston?" And I was like, how did you know that? And he just gestures to the giant Diva backpack. I was like, ooh. Okay, well, yeah, I guess that gives it away. Where did you buy it? Oh my gosh, it was so long ago. I'll see if I can find it. It was really sturdy too. It held my big school laptop really good. Your brother played Mercy and was fairly good, but he only played a few times. Oh my gosh, lucky him. I was sucked into it. In like 2017, I played Overwatch for like 6 hours a day. I used to think I was so good. I was like, I can go pro at Overwatch. Yeah, I was playing on PS4, guys. I was playing Overwatch on PS4. I was like, I'm so good, yeah. No. I was not that good. Diva was always either overpowered, meta, or trash. That's true. But no matter what, I stayed loyal. Throughout all of her changes, all of her kit changes. I stayed loyal. Even when they went to one tank meta, I was still like, Diva. Even if the chat was begging me to go shield, I was like, nope, you get behind my defense matrix and you shut up. You used to think that you were good at Overwatch until you played on a Korean server. Okay, actually, I second that because in Japan, you get stuck on the Asia server, and it's like Japan and Korea. So nobody can communicate with each other. So in the lobby, it would be like me and like 1 or 2 Koreans, and maybe like 1 Japanese person, and then maybe another person who speaks a different language, and everyone was just yelling at each other. Like the whole chat would be totally silent, like no one was talking, and then at the end you'd hear a guy start screaming in Korean. And I was like, man, I'm sorry we lost, but I don't know what you're saying. Where were you in the EU? I went to Denmark and Sweden. So I was in, what's that? Scandinavia. I was in, will my mouse show up? Denmark and Sweden. Yippee! So actually, I flew into Denmark, but then like they're so close, so we went to Sweden. The crazy thing is, I'm actually 1/4 Danish. No way! Can you speak the language? Because they were speaking the language to me on the plane, and I was like, man, I don't know what the hell you're saying. You heard they got good chocolate there. You heard right. My friend gave me like 7 chocolate bars to take home. Has anyone ever been there? Has anyone ever been to either Denmark or Sweden? It was really fun. Did you do anything fun? Well, yes. But also, me and my friend, we both unfortunately were a little bit under the weather. So we hung out a lot. We watched a lot of anime. But you know, I mean, we're best friends, so we just wanted to hang out. Resident Sweden? No way! I was totally in Sweden. It was very pretty, although the weather was so bad. I'm not kidding. It rained every single day for at least 3 hours. I was like, Ironically, actually, the one rain-free, beautiful day we had was I left on a Monday, and the Sunday before I left was beautiful. No rain, nice temperature, and then I left. Did you know Sweden has a 79% white population? I could have guessed that probably. Maybe that's why people would speak like Swedish to me first, or on the plane they spoke Danish to me. Because I guess it's like, okay, I guess if you're flying from Japan to Denmark, like everyone mostly was either like Asian or white. So they probably weren't expecting like a non-Danish white person to be on the plane. But as soon as they started speaking Danish, I was like,日本語と英語お願いします. I was like, okay, please. Wouldn't the flight messages be in Japanese? No, they weren't. They were only in Danish. And then like the PC, the TV had an option to switch it to Japanese or English. So thank God. But the currency was still in it. Was DKK or something. Okay, so wait, actually, I have pictures. So, I went to Europe! Yippee! So like I said, I went to Denmark and Sweden! Da-da-da-da-da. Ta-da! The plane! Donkey Kong. See, that's what I said. So on the plane. Okay. I have so many stories about the plane, actually. I'm just gonna say it. It was the worst 16 hours of my life. It felt like I was in like a TV program where any minute they were going to pop out with cameras and being like, this was today's episode of Psychologically Torture the American Woman. Yippee! Okay, so first of all, it wasn't supposed to be 16 hours. Oh, come in. There we go. Spoiled. It wasn't supposed to be 16 hours. It was supposed to be 14. It was delayed for 2 hours. But it was delayed for 2 hours on the fucking runway. It was delayed on the runway. Have you ever heard of such a thing? It was delayed on the runway. We were on the plane. It already started off god-awful. So, and first of all, I was up actually all night working because my flight was like 8 a.m. So I was up all night working on some ASMR videos. And I was like, I'm just not going to sleep. I'm just going to sleep on the plane. Oh my God. Then that makes sense. They don't usually get delayed in the air. Okay, that's true. But usually they get delayed like when you're in the lobby. Like when you're in the airport. Not when you're on the plane. And then they made some announcement in Japanese. And I was like, what are they saying? And it was like something, they were like fixing something. And I was like, what are you fixing? Like, I'm on the plane, man. What exactly are you fixing right now? So that was the start of it. And behind me, okay, so I was on the side. So there were 3 seats on the side. And behind me, there was a toddler. There was a toddler behind me. And next to him was another child. And then next to them was the father. And let me tell you, I know sometimes people exaggerate for comedic effect. Out of the 16 hours I was on the plane, there were only 2 hours where they did not smack the back of my seat. Only 2 hours. And the thing is, actually, I'm not like a confrontational person, but I'm also not gonna like sit there and take that, you know what I mean? Cause like, I understand it's hard to travel with children. I understand. So I was telling myself that for the first 6 hours. And then I was like, okay, actually, I have to try something. Like, I have to try something because I'm going to lose my mind. So I kind of like stood up and I wasn't going to yell at the kid, obviously. That would be terrible. Because, it's not their fault. They're just being a child. So I looked over to the father and I was like, excuse me. And he kind of looks at me and I'm like, excuse me. Could you stop this, please? But I don't think he understood what I was saying. Because he didn't look like he spoke English. Because we were going to Denmark, so I don't know Danish, and he didn't know English or Japanese. And we were kind of staring at each other. And then I kind of like gestured to the kid and I was like, this. Could you stop this? And let me tell you, that did not stop. Oh my god, it was the worst night. And I've been back and forth from Japan to America to Japan to America, and I've never had an experience like this. I think I told my friend when I got off, and she was like, you should have told the flight attendants. And I was like, okay, that's true. But I was in the window seat, and it makes me kind of nervous to like, the plane's so loud, and I didn't want to call the flight attendant over and be like, excuse me, can you take care of this child? You know what I mean? Like, I was just nervous about the whole thing, and I was so tired. I was at the window, so I learned a lesson to next time. Pick an aisle, because at least I could have gotten up. But, I like to look out the window, so I always tend to pick the window seats. What about you guys? Do you like the window or the aisle? Because I was always like a window seat girly. Like, I want my window seat. But this experience has opened my eyes to an aisle seat. To the possibilities of an aisle seat. Yeah. Did you watch any anime or read something? No. I was so tired that I just kept trying to fall asleep. Although wait, I discovered something cool. So I put my little what's it called? Like the little tray. I put the tray down, and then I put my carry-on bag on top of the tray, and then I put the pillow on top of the tray on top of the carry-on. So I like leaned forward, and it was actually really comfortable. Window, because you always need somewhere to lean your head. That's true. But with this hack I discovered, you could put your carry-on on and then lean on it. It was nice. Whatever is the cheapest, that makes sense. I'm actually not sure if a window or an aisle would be cheaper. I always get stuck in the back of the plane because those are the cheapest seats. You've never flown, but you've taken the Greyhound for 12 hours before. It's during the night, so it isn't so bad. That's like a night bus. In Japan, we have night buses too. I took one once. and I thought I was being tortured. I thought a night bus was actually worse than the plane. Window, you take a window seat. Aisle because you're huge. That's fair. Because is it more comfortable for you? Because, like, it's good to be able to get out, too. But no matter what, I think we can all agree that no one's picking the middle. Although, you know, I did think about actually. So if there's 3 seats open, right? I thought about doing some psychology, some psychological experiments and picking the middle. And then seeing if no one picks the sides. You know, because, like, people, if the whole aisle is empty, you either pick the aisle or the window. Like, no one is sick enough to pick the middle. So then maybe, like, I would get a whole row to myself. You know people don't care. I would care. I would care. And then you got squished. Okay, maybe. Maybe. You bought the seat next to me just to not sit next to someone. Honestly, if I had, like, a lot of money, I would do that too. Anything but the middle seat. Yeah, true. Mostly middle. You got stuck in the middle. That's terrible. That's terrible. When you were in middle school, you took a 6-hour flight, just fully locked in, not doing anything because you had social anxiety about bothering the strangers next to me by playing on the DS. Wait, you didn't play your DS because you didn't want to disturb anyone? Wait, that's so, like, nice but also sad. Play your DS. Don't let anybody stop you. Play your DS. I played my DS going to Florida. I went to Florida. Right before I left for Japan, actually, I went to Florida with my mom and my grandma, and I was playing Fire Emblem on my DS. If you pick the middle, you're ward off anyone with a young child. That may be true, but I've heard horror stories about people being like, "Excuse me, can you switch seats with me? Actually, can you switch seats with me because no." You know, I'd like that to happen to me just so I can say no. No, you can't have my seat that I paid for. No. 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 You wouldn't wish the middle seat on your worst enemy. That's true. I might wish the middle seat on those kids behind me, but depends on the airline. Wait, that's true. Oh my gosh. Another thing about this airline. So I flew SAS, Scandinavian Airlines or something. And previously, I had only ever flown with either American Airlines or the Japanese Airlines. So at the Japanese Airlines, my experience has always been that if you miss your meal, like if you're sleeping or if you're not feeling it or if they can't get your attention, if you miss your meal, like as soon as you wake up, the nice flight attendant, like she or he will come over and be like, "Excuse me, like, okekasama, you missed your meal. Like, would you like it now?" So they'll save it for you and then they'll bring it to you. At least that's been my personal experience. Like, that's happened to me before. So I was trying to sleep, right? So I missed the first meal. So this picture is the second meal. I missed the first meal. And no one brought it to me. So maybe it's actually not standard. Maybe like the Japan ones are just really nice. But nobody brought me my meal. I think maybe they ran out or something. But nobody brought me the first meal. So you think that's just Japan? That's what my friend said too. She was like, "They're not that nice on this one." That's nice. Recently you had a flight attendant wake me up to ask if I wanted a snack. See, okay, that's like, because, you know, on the one hand, you might want it, right? But on the other hand, if you're sleeping, that's terrible to wake you up. It's terrible. So basically, actually, I was so hungry that I decided to pay for a snack off the snack cart. So I was looking at the snacks, right? And keep in mind, I'm running on 0 hours of sleep, and there's been a kid kicking me for 12 hours, going on 12 hours. So I was very tired and slightly confused. So I'm looking at the currency, right? So the currency is displayed in US dollars. So I'm like, okay, like that's okay, I'll just get a couple snacks. So I call the flight attendant over and I order my snacks. And he flips around the credit card terminal and it's like 100 DDK or something. Now keep in mind, I have no idea about the currency. I have no idea what's going on. I'm so tired, and he just flips it around, and it's some nonsense number, DKK, and I'm like, Donkey Kong? Am I paying in Donkey Kong? Am I paying in Donkey Kong money? And I was like, okay, you know what, man? I have no idea how much money this is. Whatever. Here's my card. 100 Donkey Kong dollars. I was so tired. And the thing is, like, the new Donkey Kong game had just come out. Actually, I think right before I watched VTubers play it. And I was like, so like, it was like on my mind. And I was like, Donkey Kong? No way. He's here. No way. Donkey Kong ね、デンマークのお金はね、DKK というお金なんですけど、DKK は Donkey Kong じゃないね。It's definitely not Donkey Kong. I think it stands for Danish. Is it crowns? But why are there two Ks? I think it's DKK. There's two Ks. I'm not sure. Some airlines have a please wake me up for food option you can click on the TV. Okay, next time I gotta check that out. Next time, I gotta check that out. Danish crowns. Wait, thank you. I knew it was something like that. But why are there two Ks? Why are there two Ks? Danish Donkey Kong. Or are there two Ds? Is it DDK? No, I think it's DKK. You paid that $16 for two things. Yeah, that sounds about right. This entire trip was me just not understanding the currency and just giving people my card. I was like, here you go. Here you go. Here you go, man, whatever. DK from Denmark and K for crowns. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. So, thank you. That makes sense. Thank you. Wow, I didn't know that. Because my friend lives in Sweden. So, she didn't know either. But if you look up here, this is the second meal that I got. And I'm not trying to be mean. Okay, let's start. Before I start complaining, let's start with the good stuff. I mean, the apple juice was good. The apple juice was really good. And this bread was fantastic. It was so awesome. It was nice and firm and warm. And they did a great job with this bread. Not sure what this is. Not sure. Okay, so it's clearly some type of potato salad with two beans or something. And then I'm not sure. This is like seasoning or something. And then this is just lettuce. And then the dressing they gave me was Japanese. So it didn't go together at all. So I just ate the beans. I just ate the two beans. But the roll was fantastic. It was amazing. The roll was amazing. It was awesome. Fusion! Scandinavian food is hit or miss. Yeah, this was a big fat miss for me. But again, the bread was amazing. And wait, this chocolate was good too. It's all good. Yeah, it's good. It's just like regular fruit, like just a regular fruit drink. It's hard to mess that up. Denmark is an expensive country. Yes. Yes. I'm not sure if because like I said, my friend's from Sweden. So Denmark, I'm not sure of like the wages. I mean, the wages have to match up with the cost of living, right? But it's like everything seems so expensive. I guess that's just how it is though. Because comparatively, actually, people think of Japan as kind of an expensive country too. But compared to Europe, it's actually not. Food isn't that expensive. So I'm lucky over here. You'd think Denmark has a lot of social services as well. That's true. You know what else they have? Oh my gosh. They have cyclers. People on bikes. Cyclers. Everywhere. Oh my gosh. So many people on bikes. It looked a little dangerous because they were just biking right on the roads, but it seems like there's lots of like rules, like everyone knows what to do. Bazinga! Bazinga! Is what I would have said if the food was good. Unfortunately, it did not get 5 big booms for me. There are bridges only for cyclists. That's crazy. You know what else they have? 50% taxes. I guess there's pros and cons to everything, right? You're from Finland and Denmark. Feels relatively more expensive, but I think they do get more money on average too. Because my friend was saying that she thinks that like wages in Sweden are less than they are in Denmark. But some stuff in Denmark was more expensive. So I was like, okay, I'm not sure. I was like, okay, whatever. Just all I know is that this cake I'm buying is expensive. Are you late to the presentation? No. You just missed this. Yippee! There will be a quiz later, though. There'll be a quiz later. Wait, but look at the beautiful view. So even after my terrible 16 hours, it was a beautiful, beautiful descent into Copenhagen or Denmark. So I think actually the land is actually Sweden because they're right next to each other. But there were tons of farms. And honestly, I kept being like, this is just like Stardew Valley. Oh, this is like Stardew Valley. Because I can't help myself. Whenever I see a farm, I'm like, that's like Stardew Valley. Hi, Niko! Airplane food is almost never good. That's true, but usually I can at least eat a little bit of it. This was like, the whole thing was strikeout bad. Quiz? Yeah, it'll be a quiz. What? Yeah, Nani? Although beer was cheaper in Denmark compared to Finland. Interesting. Now, I don't drink, so I don't know, but I think beer is cheap in Japan too. I'm not sure. It seems cheap. Drinking is popular here. Okay, so let's see. I landed, and my friend picked me up, and then I got sick. What does she even do? She takes Aleve, and she takes ibuprofen, and she needs a heating pad. So, we took it easy for the first couple of days because I was a little under the weather. Unfortunately, there's no travel heating pads, but I took some Aleve, and then I was okay. But yeah, for the first few days, I was there for like 9 days, and for the first days, what is she? Well, it's she. It's not he, it's she. Niko, part questions, the ibuprofen expired. No, because it was my friends. Quiz. Time to get a good grade in Niko, something that is both desirable and possible to achieve. You're just imagining Niko, woodchuck pointing in every form. Honestly, I was kind of doing that. I was impressed by the nature. Sick at day 1 is a classic trip moment. That's true, but you know, I'm just lucky it wasn't at the airport. Or on the plane. I'm lucky it wasn't on the plane. Really lucky it was not on the plane. But oh my gosh, when I got off the plane... Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys. I got, not exactly interrogated, but I got held up a bit at the security. At the passport customs, I guess. So I guess maybe they weren't expecting to see an American coming from Japan who lives in Japan. And also, there was something wrong with my passport, or maybe the lady was just having like a skill issue, but you're supposed to scan the passport. So they scan it. There's supposed to be some kind of chip inside. But I guess she couldn't find the chip, or it wasn't working or something. So everyone else was taking 5 minutes. I stood there for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And she was just like, she just kept trying to scan the passport. And while she's scanning it, she's like, do you have any other ID? And I'm like, yeah, I have tons of ID. I have American ID. I have Japanese ID. I have tons of ID. Like, what kind of ID do you want? So I took out all my IDs and I was like, here you go. And she was like, so you live in Japan? And I was like, yep. Yep, I do. And she was like, and what are you doing here? And I was like, visiting a friend? And she was like, and do you know your passport is broken? And I was like, well, no one's ever told me that before, no. Could you hurry up though? Cause I'm really tired. Cause some of the TSA experience, it wasn't even like that. She was rude exactly, but she seemed to think that I messed with my passport on purpose. And I was like, lady, I didn't even know there was a chip in it until you just told me 2 minutes ago. So that was my first impression. That was the first person I talked to after I dismounted was the slightly rude passport lady. Wait, so do you have to go to the American embassy to renew your passport? I'm not sure actually, but mine does expire next year, 2 years? So I probably should. Is it just the American ones that have chips in them? I'm not sure, doesn't everybody's? She seemed very, very distressed that mine was not scanning. So I'm not sure. I think maybe it does have one. Maybe she was just having a bad day. You think the chip thing is newer here. Your idea which took 5 years ago doesn't have a chip either. So maybe mine was just older. She was pretty mad at me though. You don't think your passport has a chip? Maybe mine doesn't even have one. Because in the end, she just let me go after looking at my license and my residence card and my visa page and stuff. She was like flipping all over the place. I was like, lady, it's just me. It's just me. I have like one bag and I'm really tired. So please let me go. Held up in immigrations and customs. Well, now I have the experience to work off of, huh? Visiting a friend? Likely story. Yeah, right? And also, I think I did say I was like, oh, I'm going to Sweden. And she narrowed her eyes and I was like, oh man, should I have said I was staying in Denmark? Whatever. They're so close it doesn't matter. Sorry, you actually made her work. Sometimes though, when you make someone work, they really look at you like you shot their dog. Recently in Japan at least, they've been switching over a lot of the checkouts at convenience stores. They've been switching them over to self-checkout. But sometimes you need something from the cashier. Sometimes you need kareage-kun, some chicken, or you need maybe you need to pay a bill or something. So you have to call them over. So there's a bell that you can hit, right? And when you hit the bell, sometimes they come out of the back and they look at you like you literally ran over their dog in front of them. And I'm like, okay, I'm really sorry, but I need to pay this bill. Friend is always code for selling drugs. Okay, I'll remember that next time. Nashia! Thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Niko has that unk status for not having a passport chip. No, it was just broken. It was just broken. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Why would you run over their dog and then ring a bell? I'm not sure. But the looks that they give you for actually wanting the cashier to check you out is sometimes they're really mad at you, it seems like. Okay, wait, Niko, maybe they had to deal with a haunted night shift. You feel that with every game, every convenience is haunted. Okay, that's true. Maybe they were in the back being all Ghostbusters and I interrupted them. TSAs always act like that, I swear. Sometimes when I fly into America, they changed recently to these automated passport scanners, and mine sometimes doesn't work, and I swear they act like I'm doing it on purpose. I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm tired, you're tired, you hate your job, I don't want to be here either. I'm not doing it on purpose. Please be nice to me. Please be nice to me. And your experience, requiring the customer to get permission to buy something just drives sales down. That's true. I've seen in America that sometimes things are being like locked up now, like shampoo and like deodorant and stuff. And that would just make me walk away. Like, I'll just get it somewhere else. It's pretty easy to slide it in and it's done in 10 seconds. Unless you mess it up and then maybe your chip is broken. They locked up all the perfume at my Walmart. See, now what is the point of that? Like, why would you lock up, why would you lock up perfume? It's crazy what gets shoplifted. Is it for shoplifting? They do that for cigarettes. Okay, well, cigarettes make sense, because don't you have to be 18 to buy those? But perfume doesn't make any sense. Cigarettes, I'll give them the cigarettes. You can't even test the perfume. Yeah, I guess you can't, because it's locked up. There is a Target near me where literally everything is behind a lock and it sucks. That does suck. Shoplifting is because everyone's stealing. People should stop that. People should stop that. The toothpaste and body wash is locked up. Okay, if someone's stealing toothpaste, though, just let them. I'd like everyone to be clean. For their sake and for my sake. Why are people stealing shampoo? I don't know. It's for our safety. If that perfume escaped, who knows what it would do to us? You're thinking of picking up smoking it just to look cooler. Okay, I'm not saying it doesn't look cool, because it does look cool. But don't do that. It's not worth your health. It's not worth your health. Although it does look cool. Yeah, it does look cool. But you know what's not cool? Vaping. That is some lame shit. Yeah, as long as you don't start vaping. Yeah, seriously, anything but vaping. It smells bad and you look like an idiot. Just have a lollipop in your mouth at all times. Wait, what's that on? One Piece. The original 4Kids dub, you know how Sanji smokes? Well, in the original, they changed it to him having a lollipop. And he still had aura, okay? He still had aura. So don't pick up smoking. Pick up having a lollipop in your mouth at all times. And aura forming with a lollipop. Okay? You didn't know that. Yep, they changed it to they changed the cigarette to a lollipop. On that, 4Kids was garbage. Okay, it wasn't the best, but you know, I still thought he was cool. So I still thought he was cool. You knew a guy in high school who always had a toothpick in his mouth for aura farming. Isn't that called having like an oral fixation or something? Do many people vape in Japan? Actually, you'd be surprised. So there is cafes and stuff that still have smoking rooms or like smoking areas. And I was desperate for a seat one day, so I went into the smoking area and everybody was vaping. Everybody was vaping. I think maybe the younger generation vapes, but the older generation still smokes cigarettes. So like if you go into an izakaya, that's like where people drink and smoke after work, I think you'll see a lot of older salarymen still smoking. But the younger generation, I think they like to vape. Everybody in that cafe was vaping. It was very lame. Because I actually don't mind the smell of cigarette smoke to a degree. Because my dad smoked. Like growing up, my dad smoked like crazy. So whenever I was at his house, the apartment was just... it just gets everywhere. So basically what I'm saying is I don't actually mind it that much. So when I went into the smoking room, I was like, oh, it's not going to be that bad. Like, you know, I can handle it. But it was just vape smoke. And it smelled like shit. It smelled weird. It smelled like artificial. I didn't like it. I wasn't comfortable. I was like, bleh. Ciggies smell fine to me. Yeah, it just depends. It depends. It depends on the brand too, right? What about cigars? Aren't cigars like special occasions, I've never seen anyone smoking a cigar. But I mean, I'm sure people do. But my impression of cigars is like, aren't those for like special occasions? Hello, or should I say nyello? Nyello! Your grandpa died and brother smoked when you grew up, so you can't stand secondhand smoke. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. I feel like I was just kind of used to it. Yeah, exactly. It's not good. Like, I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying sometimes the smell is okay. For me, at least. Cigars are kind of a time commitment. Do you have to smoke the whole thing? Yeah, it just depends, because actually I stayed in a hotel one time here. I stayed in a hotel here and I requested a no smoking room. It was actually with my mom. And unfortunately, they gave us a smoking room. So, the smell of smoke was everywhere. But the thing is, I actually didn't recognize it because it smelled different than what I remembered with my dad. So, I didn't realize that it was smoke. Because if I had realized, I would have just complained and been like, "Sumimasen, can you like move us?" But I didn't realize it was smoke. So on the second date, my mom was like, "Man, this smoke smell is crazy." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Meet Ippy, me go to sleep. Good night, good night. Thank you for hanging out and have a good sleep." Okay, so let's see. What else did I do besides get sick? Ta-da! Yippee! I ate a lot of food! Yippee! So, on the first night actually, or not the first night, but the first night that I wasn't jet lagged, so the second night, my friend made me curry! Japanese style curry! Because, you know, we both like anime and stuff. So, she made me curry. Although, if you guys read this, believe it or not, that's not real meat, because she's hashtag vegan. She's hashtag vegan. But it was okay! It actually tasted good, and I wouldn't lie about that. Because one time, she made me curry. Because I guess fake meat has come a long way, right? So, maybe like, I swear it was like 10 years ago. So, she made me curry with fake meat. And that shit was like feet. It smelled like feet. It looked like feet. I think both of us actually hated it. It smelled like feet and it looked like feet. It was so bad. But I think fake meat has come a long way. So this is actually like really good. It was good. And she fried it. So it's like tonkatsu, kinda. 美味しそう。美味しかった。美味しかった。私の友達が私のために作ってくれました。美味しかったね。日本スタイルカレー。What do you mean look like feet? So the old fake meat, like it was just like a slab. It was like a slab of like skin-colored tofu. Like I swear it looked like feet. And it smelled like feet too. You were a little unsure what the meat was first. Yeah, it's fake meat. So I'm not sure what they did in that time to develop it, but this was actually pretty good. This was pretty good. And of course there's like carrots and potatoes and onions. I really did travel outside to eat Japanese food. Oh, you'll see. I had a lot more Japanese food. I had a lot more Japanese food. Vegan making meat for you is true love. Fake meat, but close enough. That's a lot of potatoes. You think? Maybe. Oh, and she told me a trick, because I know how to make curry too, but she told me that actually you're supposed to, like put the carrots and the potatoes in the pan and, like, saute them with oil or something, because apparently it adds to the flavor. It was good. Any hot sauce? No hot sauce for us. Do you eat curry with hot sauce? Do you eat curry with hot sauce? Not judging, just seriously wondering. Used to mix it with his carrots, potatoes, and other veggies. It was still pretty good, even without meat. Yeah! I mean, meat certainly adds a little, something, but it's not terrible without it. Just a tad of hot sauce. Are the potatoes and carrots in JP curry supposed to be soft or firm? Kinda soft. They're supposed to be kinda soft, I feel like, cause you cook them all together, like you boil them. So you're supposed to be able to stab them with a fork. Like you're not supposed to be chomping on them like chomp. I think they're supposed to be soft. Although I'm not an expert. Firm potatoes kind of rough. Yeah, firm potatoes, like it's not done. If your potato's firm, it's not done, right? To be honest, you never had curry, but you always wanted to try it. Ooh, and hot sauce would be present. Ooh. Okay, do you like hot sauce then, I guess? You've always had them soft. Yeah, soft is better. But this is like the one meal that I can actually make. Kinda. But then, what happens with me is, because I live by myself, it's hard to make curry because I always end up making like 6 servings, and then I get sick of it. And then you're like, oh Niko, you could just freeze it. That's true, but it kind of gets gross after you freeze it. It kind of gets gross. Cooking ASMR. Honestly, it'd be a lot of cursing. And me being like, damn. But maybe one day. Never say never. Yeah, leftovers. Yeah, it's hard when you're by yourself because, you want to cook, but every recipe is like serves 4 to 5. I'm like, okay, what about serves 1? What about serves 1 to 2? And then I know you can adjust it, but I'm not a great cook to begin with, so adjusting recipes is hard. Actually, cursing on ASMR when? Maybe for Halloween. Actually, I was already brainstorming for some reason last night. I was like thinking about Halloween videos I could do. Although I kind of forgot them. Wait, what was I thinking about? I came up with a good one, I swear. I came up with a good one. I came up with a good one. Okay, it'll come back to me. It always comes back to me. Are the twins returning? The twin witches! Oh, they can totally come back. Oh, wait, but you guys know what else I got in Europe? Ta-da! Slime! Yippee! Slime. So I can finally make the slime girl ASMR. I might actually do a stream where I test it. Because if it sounds like hot garbage, then I don't want to make a video. But maybe I'll do a stream and we could test it out together. Apparently you need to... Oh, this is all in Swedish. I can't read this. It's all in Swedish. Varning. Okay, I guess that's warning. Varning. I'll figure it out. I got 2 packs. One of them you have to add water. I don't think bottled slime would translate super well to a slime girl. Yes, it would. Somehow. Because I'd put the slime on my hands and then I'd put it over the ears and then it'd be like, she's absorbing you. You're back. You made tacos. How are the tacos? Are they good? Slime is very hit or miss for me in terms of sound. It always sounds kind of floppy. We'll see. Maybe that's why we'll do the test stream and you guys can tell me if it sounds like hot garbage. I think slime looks pretty good for me actually. The sound, I kind of like it. But I guess it depends. It's fun to play with too. You gotta go for a more liquidy, sticky sound. Ah. Okay, maybe we'll add water. More water? It's overall good until there's a big air bubble that takes me out. Can a slime girl have some air bubbles? God, what if I was insecure about that? But okay, first we gotta make it, and then I'll try it out. You're usually pretty neutral to slime. I see it. I think it's like a pretty classic ASMR thing. So maybe I just want to try it once. And if it sucks, then it sucks. What is that? On the screen? It's curry! カレーだよ。美味しかった。日本カレー。Ta-da! But okay, let's see. What else did I do? Oh! We went to an amusement park! But it was like not exactly an amusement park. It was like gardens. I stole this picture off Google. It was called like Tivoli, Tachyon. Yeah, I was taking Tachyon everywhere. I was like, I gotta get a picture with my wife. And actually, one time I left Tachyon in the car when we went into a restaurant. And she was like, you're not gonna get your wife? You're not gonna take a picture with your wife? So, this is an amusement park entrance. It's called like Tivoli Gardens or something. And it rained the entire time when we were there. Niko, you brought that around with you. Of course. Of course. Hey, I got off the plane in a huge Graphic Love Live t-shirt. I had to let the people of Denmark and Sweden know what's up. Tachyon! そうだね。一緒に、Tachyonと一緒にたくさん写真を撮りましたね。You're so pissed off. No, it's not. You shouldn't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of what you like, okay? Don't be embarrassed. Niko, I thought they just announced official Tachyon plushies. Oh, I'm gonna order them. You know I'm gonna order them. And this ASMR student where you brainstorm video ideas with chat would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool. Because, you know, of course, I've got video ideas that I want to do for sure. But, you know, you guys might have some unexpectedly good ones. Not saying that if you had a good one, it would be unexpected. More so saying that it might be surprising that... You know what I mean. You had a gym you were wearing on Uma Musume last night despite never having actually played. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Did somebody say something? Gomen, just drinking some water. 水飲みますね。ごめんね。If you think of this as a job that makes us your boss. Oh, you mean like VTubing? Eh? Is that how it works? Maybe. Good water, good water. Yeah, good water. It's tap water, but you know it's good. More like customer, right? Yeah. I'm not sure that's how it works. I am trying to be more professional though, but I still don't really think of it like a job. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Although it's true that if you were doing it like fully as a job, you'd have to think about a lot of stuff. Dun-dun-dun-dun. You would have been fired a long time ago for lateness. When you guys have fired me, no way. You know, one time I had a part-time job. Like a weekend part-time job. And I was late 10 minutes every day. And I was still the earliest person that got there. So everyone else was later than me. Even though I was 10 minutes late every day. And everyone was like, oh, Niko, like, it's great that you can get here so early. Like, it's great that you can get here on time. And I was like, you guys are just making me look good. But yeah, so we went to an amusement park, but we didn't really go on any rides because it rained the whole time. Oh, but we tried a shooting game, like an archery game, and we were really bad. We were both awful. And I ordered 3 cakes for us. So it was me and my friend, right? But she's vegan. So if you look at this strawberry cake, that's vegan. That's vegan. So I treated her to a vegan cake and I got her a drink. And apparently the cake was not good. Apparently it was full of like very artificially flavors. And I was like, well, whatever. And I, of course, just big and greedy, I got 2 cakes. So these chocolate cakes were both for me. They were both for me. And they were really good. So this one, on the right, it was like the chocolate was hard on the outside and there was mousse on the inside. It was so good. And there was a graham cracker underneath. It was so good. And I got a hot chocolate. So the cup you can barely see is a hot chocolate. For me as well. And I didn't understand the currency at all. But I was like, oh, queen, I got you. Like, I'll treat us. Yeah, I'll treat us. It was like $75. I'm not kidding. For 3 cakes and 2 drinks, it was $75. Did you demolish both cakes? Of course I did. It's my vacation. It's my vacation. How does vegan cake work? Yeah, no milk, no eggs. They use like fruit a lot, and there's a way that you can make it like a moist. Like there's such a thing as like vegan butter, and well, I mean there is vegan milk too. There's like oat milk and stuff. So there's ways to make it, but it's hard. I think the hardest thing is the egg. I'm not sure. They use positive vibes to hold it together. Yeah, the power of plants and stuff. Who is milking almonds? I don't know, some sick fuck. Plant-based cake. Yeah, there's another plant-based cake. You guys will see that one. Margarine is vegan. Really? Really? It's me, you're the almond milker. Yeah, sick fuck. Sickos out there milking almonds. There's just sick people out there. Who would even think of that? Oh yeah, and then I also said, it rained every day for at least 3 hours. Yep. I'm not sure if it's like Europe in general, or if it was just Sweden and Denmark. Maybe it was like the time we went. Because it was early August. But it rained every day for 3 hours. At least. Bare minimum 3 hours of rain. The serial almond milker. He's out there. You never know where he's gonna strike next. It was cool as well. Yes. It was really cold, actually. So I know people are gonna be like, Niko, it's not cold. It's not cold. Okay, well, you have to understand. Okay, this is in Fahrenheit. But in Tokyo, it's 110 degrees. Okay, it's 110 degrees with humidity. So in Sweden, it was 70 degrees Fahrenheit with wind and clouds. I was freezing. I was freezing. Actually, my friend, she likes to go to thrift stores. So we went to a few thrift stores and I just bought a jacket. I was like, I can't take this actually. And if you're thinking, oh Niko, how did you not bring a jacket? How did you not? 110 degrees, remember? Kid, 110 degrees. Okay. Could we get that in Celsius? Wait, actually, yeah. Okay, so in Tokyo, it's like 32, maybe? 31, 32. And in Sweden, it was like 23? Wait, no, 42C you'd be dead. I think that's wrong. I think that's like 20. I think it's like 23. I think 42C you'd be dead. Meanwhile, England is raining 24/7. You know, whenever England comes up, people always say that the weather sucks. I think if I lived there, I would be like a little depressed. A little depressed. Guys, can someone convert this to metric? Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it's like, okay, Japan, 31, Sweden, 21. 42C is like Philippine heat wave. I think I would die. I think if I went to Southeast Asia, I think I'd pass out. From the heat. I seriously think I'd pass out. Cause I can't even take Tokyo. Tokyo has been on average 38C. Yeah, I've been feeling that. No wonder I almost passed out at Comic-Con. It's been 45 once where I live in Australia. 45C. That's like you can't even go outside. Did you go outside? You can't go outside. Like it's not safe. You just have to wear shorts and slippers everywhere and you'll live. Okay, see, that's true, but maybe it's a Japan thing. But a lot of people here actually, like... See, my thought, as an American, okay, my thought is that when it's hot, you should have the least amount of clothes on as possible. That's my American mindset, you know? When it's hot, have the least amount of clothes on as is legally possible. But here in Japan, when it's hot, like, even at Comic-Con, like, people had on, like, long sleeves. Because they think that, like, it's like the mindset of, like, not just about protecting your skin, but it's about not exposing your skin to the sun so it'll be less hot. But, like, in my mind, that doesn't make sense. But everybody here does it, so there must be some logic to it. It's England. Everything sucks. You're in the UK and it's been way too hot here recently. Are you guys having a heat wave? I've heard that when like the UK has a heat wave, it's actually like pretty dangerous. Like even if some Americans are like, oh, it's not that hot, it's pretty dangerous because like the infrastructure in the UK is just not built. Like it's built to hold in heat, so it can actually get like pretty dangerous for you guys. So stay safe over there. Hi Niko, you're going to visit Europe. I actually already went. So I went to Sweden and Denmark, and I'm just talking a little bit about my trip. That's a recipe to cook yourself. See, that's what I was thinking too, but... Cover from the sun, yeah? Don't they have the special fan jackets? Actually, I did see guys with those. You know what else I saw at Comic-Con? Completely not relevant at all. But you know, since it was my first Comic-Con, I was looking at everyone and I was like getting some tips about what to wear and what to bring and what to, you know, how to dress and whatever. And everyone had a little fold-out seat. So there was actually a girl in front of me. Yep, a girl in front of me in line. And she had a fold-out seat that she just like folded out and she just sat on. I was like, okay, queen, all right. Noted. So everyone else had like either really long sleeves or sun umbrellas or something, and they were in blue and black. It was blue and black. And then everyone who didn't have one of those had a blue archive t-shirt. I swear to God, I was counting. Just around me there were like 25 guys with blue archive t-shirts. And a few girls too. So like, hello, I've been wanting to get into it for a bit now, but it's like sweeping the nation. I didn't realize it was that popular, even though when you go to Akiba, there's like ads all over for it. Blue Archive mentioned, yeah, I'm not sure what actually the gameplay is, but the girls are so cute. Hey Niko, did you ever go to Croatia or the Balkans at all? No. I've only been to Europe this one time and I stayed in Scandinavia. But Croatia looks really pretty, I think. Aren't there really nice beaches there? The game is fun, but the community is a little... I see it. Maybe I'll try the game. Maybe I'll just try the game myself. Amazing. 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 Was Sweden made of 1x1 meter cubes? No, it was very nice. There were lots of farms though. Dun, 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 dun. It makes you feel hotter, so the clothes, right? So the clothes make you feel hotter, but it does protect your skin. That's why a lot of construction workers wear long sleeves. That makes sense. I always feel bad whenever I see like construction workers or, security or police officers in like the big uniforms, even in the summer. I'm like, damn. Sorry. It's not my fault you have to wear that, but I'm still sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Niko, did you go blueberry picking? No. Is that something I should have done? Honestly, we didn't do that much. We watched a lot of anime. Every night we'd watch anime. And actually, I wish I took more pictures, but my phone, in Sweden, I didn't get any Wi-Fi or anything. And I thought there'd be more public Wi-Fi. Because in Japan, everywhere has public Wi-Fi. But even in really big cities, there was no public Wi-Fi. The only time I found public Wi-Fi was at a hamburger store. In a mall. It wasn't even like the whole mall. It was specifically one corner of the food court near the hamburger store had free Wi-Fi. So I wasn't on my phone, which was good of course, but that means that I didn't take as many pictures. Anime marathon sounds dreamy. Yep, we watched 2 whole seasons. We watched we watched the okay, I'm gonna say this wrong. The Apothecary Diaries? The Apothecary something. It's like where she has poison. You guys know that one? You guys know that one? With the cute girl who likes to drink poison and the handsome guy. Yeah, so it's like kind of like a vaguely Chinese setting, and it's like historical, and it's like there's a cute girl named Mao Mao, and she likes to drink poison, and there's a really handsome tall guy. Yeah, she's got green hair and he's got purple hair. Yeah, we binged that. She had actually already seen it. She'd been texting me about it. And I was like, And then we were looking for something to watch. And I was like, it sounds interesting. And she's like, do you want to watch it? And I was like, okay. So she had actually seen it all. Mama's so cute. Mama's really cute. Wow. Yeah, you missed it. Go back. Okay, I'm going to fly back and I'm going to blueberry pick. But yeah, we watched that every night. It was good. It was good. I'm normal about it. I'm into it a normal amount. Okay, and now here's some stuff, guys. American fast food, yippee! Was your friend staring at you for your reactions? Actually, there was one part where she was, and we like gripped each other's hands. But it's a spoiler, so. But I mean, I feel like if you've seen the anime, then maybe you know. You can eat takiya, no, we ate together, okay? So, I had a lot of American fast food. Yippee! So, over here, Dunkin' Donuts. Good morning / good evening. Happy time zone to you. Dunkin' Donuts. I almost cried. I'm from New England, so Dunkin' Donuts is very important to me. So I got a Boston cream. Oh, I got a Boston cream. It was so good. So I went to Sweden and Denmark. This Dunkin' Donuts is actually in Denmark, though. This is in Denmark. It was really good. Hello, first time catching a stream. Welcome in. I do usually stream games and ASMR too, but today we're doing a chatting stream. We're having a nice chat. And let's see. Okay, here I posted this on Twitter. this is actually Costco. Costco cookie. So Costco is an American store, and it's like where you go, it's like a warehouse, and you buy everything in bulk. It was actually my first time in Costco ever, and we pissed off the cashier. We pissed off the cashier. Double chocolate chunk. This gets 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, maybe 4 because it was a little burnt. It was a little burnt. But yeah, we pissed off the cashier. So what happened was, Costco, you need a membership to get in, right? So it's my friend's membership, and I was kind of tagging along. But you know, I wanted to get some snacks myself, and I wanted to, you know, get some stuff for her too. And I didn't want her to pay for it, because that would be like insane. Like, why would I make her their presents? Why would I make her pay for it? So she checks out, right? She gives the cashier her membership card, and then she pays. So then she hands me the membership card, and then I go to pay for my stuff. And the cashier's like, hang on, is it the same membership card? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, that's not allowed. The person whose membership it is has to use the card. And I was like, okay. So then I take the card back and I give it to my friend, and I'm like, okay, well, here you go then. So my friend gives her the membership card, and she's like glaring at us. And I'm like, okay. So then I give my friend my credit card, because I'm like, my friend's not paying for this. She's gonna use my credit card. So I give her my credit card, and the cashier's like, the person whose membership it is has to pay. This has to pay. And I was like, I don't think so. I was like, I don't think that's right. And she was just looking at us, and I'm like, could you just take the card, please? And we were kind of like, all just looking at each other. And eventually, she does take the card, and she lets my friend pay for it. And she's like, you can't do that. You can't do that again. We'll be watching. And I was like, okay. Have a great day. Nice. Whatever, man. Like, isn't that so dumb? Like, okay. Whatever, man. Whatever. Money is money. I know, right? Like, okay, like, and the thing is, like, it was a girl our age. Like, it wasn't like it was like some, 60-year-old who's having a bad day. It was like a young adult. I'm like, girl, come on. We're supposed to be in this together, man. Are you like the heiress of Costco or something? Like, you're still getting money. So dumb. It was so dumb. I was like, okay, this is kind of really stupid, but whatever. They did get pretty protective of the membership. So maybe they wanted me to pay for one too. Why would I do that? Karen, Costco employee. Yeah, it was weird. I was like, okay, man, whatever. But then afterwards, so after you pay for your regular stuff, then you can go to the food court. And they had pizza and hot dogs and big fat soda and cookies. And I got my friend a big fat soda, and I got a cookie. It was good. Maybe it's a hard rule and she doesn't want to get chewed out. I mean, like, I totally understand. Like, I totally understand not wanting to get, in trouble at your job or whatever. But, like, nobody saw it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like her manager was there. Having worked retail myself, like, I'm pretty understanding about those things. But, like, it was just us. Like, no one would have even known. It was very subtle. Looking at the cookie now, it's almost unreasonably sized. Yes, it's pretty big. The thing about Costco is that everything's big. Everything's big. Wait, so what country was Niko in? Sweden and Denmark. But she lives in Sweden, so we were mostly in Sweden. But the thing is that we're so close to Denmark that there is like really good transportation from Denmark to Sweden, so we kind of did like a little bit of both. You have to be knighted into the membership in the presence of a royal knight. It's not just a little membership. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I disrespecting I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect the Costco overlords of the round table of Costco Inc. and the Costco bros. That's what they're called, right? The Costco bros? The little guy. I didn't mean to disrespect the Rizzler. I'm sorry. Reminds me, I want to go to the IKEA food court. You know, I still haven't been to IKEA. I haven't been to IKEA a single time. The Costco guys. I'm sorry, Costco guys. But you know, I think they would have taken my side. Costco makes the vast majority of its profits not off sales but off memberships. Interesting. Yeah, I've never been a member because, like, it's good, I think, if you have a big family, but you can't. Getting a membership for 2 people would be stupid. They were once more forgiving, but they had to start cracking down. Ooh. Okay. Well, it all worked out in the end. I'm sorry to the lady that I triggered with my gifting of, some snacks. I'm sorry. IKEA, I hear, is all about the meatballs. I've heard that too. Because they're Swedish, right? Swedish meatballs? IKEA has the best almond cakes. The Costco Hokkages. It was pretty common for people in my town to drive 2 hours over to the next town and shop at Costco. That's crazy. I mean, I guess, like, a deal is a deal, though, but... Okay, and then also, Costco incident aside, we went to, this is a McFlurry at McDonald's. So this is my McDonald's order. And I got, well, it looks like I just eat a lot, guys. I don't eat that much. I was on vacation, okay? On vacation, you have 2 stomachs. So I got a McFlurry, and this is some kind of Swedish candy. Although I'm not sure what type, but we don't have this in America, so I tried this flavor. It was okay. And then I got a McWrap, but it was not the same flavor as America, but it was okay. And then I got these are like jalapeno cheese balls. They were so good. Oh my gosh, I could have eaten like 27 of those. They were so good. Oh my gosh, it was like little fried balls of cheese with jalapeno inside. Oh my god, it was amazing. Oh my gosh, I wanted to go get more. こんにちは、遊びに来ました。配信へようこそ。今日はね、私2週間前ヨーロッパに行きました。なんかその旅のことずっと話しています。この食べ物はね、アメリカン食べ物だった。これはマクドナルドね。美味しかった。But yeah, so I got a McChicken, like a little wrap, and then I got a cookie, and then I got these were just chicken nuggets, I think. It was good. Everyone puts on weight during vacation. Niko, I didn't put on any weight. We were walking around a lot. Nah. Oh, Costco can pay for itself in gas if you live in car-centric USA. Makes sense, I guess. But yeah, so this was pretty good. It was a McFlurry. And then, over here is Burger King. So this sandwich is actually, it's like the classic Burger King sandwich. This is my favorite sandwich. I love this Burger King sandwich. It's the classic chicken sandwich. So I got one of those, and then I got another shake with like candy in it again. It was like a different kind of candy. It was okay. Is Burger King actually good? I think so. It's kind of not great where I am. I think it's pretty good. I mean, maybe I'm biased though, because I literally grew up eating it. But I think it's pretty good. Burger mid? No, it's Burger King. It's Burger King. Burger King. Be good here, Israel. Man, the quality has dropped. Burger King is good in countries that are not the US. I think it's good in the US. Has something happened in the past like 3 years? Really? Apparently a burger duke. Barely a burger duke. Barely a burger duke. That's not true. That's not true. He's a king. Whoppers go crazy. Okay, I see. I don't like Whoppers. I don't like Whoppers. I like the chicken sandwich. And I like the Hershey's pie. I like the chicken sandwich. And in America, we've got these things called chicken fries. It's like fries, but chickers. Chickers? Chicken. It's like fries, but chicken. I just combined two words. It's like fries, but chicken. And it's good. But actually, I don't like Whoppers. I don't like Big Macs either. I tend to be like more of a chicken fan. You mean the $8 chicken sandwich? Is it that expensive? Huh? Wendy's is where it's at. You prefer Wendy's. See, I feel like Wendy's has gone down. I don't know. I feel like Wendy's has gone down a bit in quality. I don't know. KFC, anyone? Yes, but only American KFC. I actually don't like Japanese KFC because they don't have any of the sides. Because American KFC, my favorite thing is actually, it's the popcorn chicken and the mashed potatoes and the mac and cheese and the biscuits. But in Japan, there's no popcorn chicken and there's no mashed potatoes and there's no mac and cheese. It's just very sad. It's very sad. 昨日の姿は初めて見たけど可愛い。ありがとう。なんか今回ちょっと ASMR 動画のためにこの着物を着ました。ちょっと狐の感じかな。2日前3日前新しい日本語 ASMR 動画を作りましたね。You've never been to KFC. Are you missing out? What country are you from? Because if you're in America, then yes, you are missing out. You go Wendy's, the iced tea chain that also sells food. Your whole family really loves Wendy's iced tea. I love iced tea. Oh, I love iced tea. You know what I really like? Snapple. Snapple iced tea. That's my favorite drink. Besides water and chocolate milk. I love Snapple iced tea. Snapple's so good. Adorable outfit. Thank you. Just eating my apple. Nom nom. Slowly. Although I'm gonna drink some water. Does Niko like milk? No, because I don't like soda. No milk for me because I don't drink soda or anything with carbonation. Actually, when I was in Sweden, I accidentally bought a water that was carbonated, and my friend went and exchanged it for me. Because I just wanted plain normal water. But apparently, she was saying that in Sweden, it's really popular to have carbonated water. Like, I guess it's really big there. It's really big there? I'm not sure why. Like, no soda at all. Nope, I don't drink any soda. Because I don't like the carbonation. It hurts my throat. Wow, just drinking some water. Where's the cookie from? Costco. The big cookie was from Costco. Big fat Costco cookie. Four big booms. 4.5. As far as I know, a lot of Europe is big on sparkling water. Yeah, she was saying that. I was like, why? They like when the water fights back. Yeah, they like a little pain with their drinks. Was it like plain and carbonation? No, it was plain and carbonation. Just plain. That's why I couldn't tell the difference. 映っている食べ物美味しそう、美味しかった。この食べ物はすごく美味しかった。私、甘いものが大好きで。甘いものが大好きだからすごく美味しかった。I love sweet things. I'm sure you guys can tell. But I like sweet stuff. You always pictured Niko as this girl who guzzled cans of Monster Energy. Nope, I've never even had that. I think I had one sip one time. Blah, hit Monster. I don't drink Red Bull. I don't drink any kind of energy drinks. I don't even drink coffee, you guys. That's why I'm so tired. Yeah, I drink tea. Sometimes, maybe like once a month, I have coffee. But I always regret it. And it never helps. And it always, makes my tummy hurt. What's the thing in the picture above the cookie? It's Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, this is a McFlurry. But if you're talking about this, it's my Tachyon PC holder. You agree about the soda. I only drink liquid without carbonation too. Yeah! I mean, it just hurts. I don't know why, but like, ever since I was young, like I've never been able to drink it. It's not for health reasons. Like sometimes when I say, oh, I don't drink soda, people are like, oh, she's like stuck up. Like, oh, she's trying to be healthy. Blah, blah. No, it just literally hurts. Tea is the method. Yeah, tea for me. Matcha が好き。僕も甘いもの大好きですね。Oh, そう、美味しいね、甘いものって。You can function without caffeine. Barely. Have you tried Celsius? It's tea-based, I believe. No, I'm not sure if we have that in Japan. But I feel like I've heard of it. You once drank half a gallon of iced tea and you couldn't fall asleep until 5 a.m. What time did you drink it? Although I guess half a gallon is a lot, huh? When you were a kid, you drank so much coffee with your friends that you became immune to it. When you were a kid? You were drinking coffee when you were a kid? I don't know why, but whenever my dad drinks coffee, right? Well, my mom does too. But for some reason, whenever my dad drinks it, I'd be like, hey, can I have a sip? Please, can I have a sip? And he was like, Niko, you can only have coffee when you're older. So for some reason, I thought coffee was like, you can't drink it if you're a kid? I don't think I had a sip of coffee until I was 18. Have you tried Gamer Subs or G Fuel? No, I haven't. I'm not sure. Are they energy drinks? I'm not actually sure. I know a lot of VTubers and streamers get like partnered with them. So if I ever got partnered, I would have to drink it. I'm sure I'd find something I liked. Probably. He just didn't want to deal with you late at night. No, coffee's for adults only. If you drink coffee under 18, you get arrested. Wait, did I ever tell you guys about the time I drank wine when I was like 8 years old? I like chugged it. But it was kind of a misunderstanding. So basically, like my mom, it was me and my mom. I was at my mom's house and I was trying to open Snapple actually. I was trying to open Snapple and I couldn't get it open. Like the big bottle, I couldn't get it open. And I was like, oh, I can't get it open. This sucks. Like, Mom, I can't get it open. And like, I don't even think she tried. Or maybe she did, but she couldn't get it open either. So then we both went our separate ways. Like I was in my room and she was in the living room. And then later, maybe like an hour or two later, I walked out into the living room and I saw a cup. I saw a full cup on the counter. And it was like dark blue. So I couldn't tell the liquid inside. Like I couldn't tell the color. And I was like, oh my gosh, like my mom got the Snapple open and she poured some for me. She's so nice. So I went up and I chugged a huge sip of it. I was like, glug, 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 glug. And I was like, what is this? It was a huge cup of wine. wine. I'm not sure to this day why I shouldn't put it in a wine glass, why it was just in a regular cup. But it was totally wine. And then she comes out and she's like, Niko, did you just drink that? I was like, yeah, Mom, that's not Snapple. She's like, no, that's wine. That's for grown-ups. It was so gross. Well, I don't like alcohol either. But for an 8-year-old, it was especially disgusting. As long as you didn't spit it out. Nope, I swallowed it. I should have spit it out. But nope. Nope, it was wine. And that, to this day, is actually the most wine I've ever had. I just don't like to drink. I just think it tastes gross. I wish I liked it, but I don't. When you were 10, you were at your cousin's college graduation party and they convinced you to play drinking games at 10 years old. That's a crime. That's a crime. Or wait, no, is it? If you're with your family, it's not a crime. You're now remembering the time you drank a bit of your dad's whiskey and Coke because you thought it was Coke. See, everyone has stories like these. It's not just me. You had some alcoholic eggnog when you were 9 because you wanted more eggnog. You didn't realize there was a difference between your eggnog and the adult eggnog. It burned your throat and you spit it out. Dude, alcohol is so gross, man. I'm sure it gives you a good feeling, but the taste is vile. Yeah, it just doesn't taste good. I wish it tasted good. If it tasted good, I'd be tipsy every day, but it just doesn't taste good. I think it's because a lot of the time, whenever I say like, oh, I don't like alcohol, people are always like, oh, have you tried what's that thing they always tell me to try? Coke, like cherry Coke or something, or like something with Coke. They're like, oh, like chase it with soda or mix it with soda, and I'm like, I don't like soda. Ah! So I just don't like anything. I even tried one time to get like an Oreo alcoholic thing, and I didn't even like that. You know how dire it is if I don't even like an Oreo milkshake drink? It's pretty dire. I'm open to it though. I just... Maybe one day. Roman Coke. No, they will not. They recommend me like cherry, like something like... Oh, vodka cranberry. Wait, that's what it is. They always recommend me a vodka cranberry. But I don't really like a vodka or cranberries. I just don't like anything. Water's cool. Yeah, water's cool. Maybe that's for the best then. I do hear people say there's more juice like alcoholic drinks. That's true. Maybe one day. The only time I ever was drunk, it was only one time, and it was off a gigantic pina colada. Like a huge pina colada. In a gigantic like tube. It was in a big tube. Like as big as my torso. And I just drank that all day. Were you also caught in the rain? I can't say I was. It was blue skies. It was blue skies for me. Honestly, you love cold vodka. Is vodka usually hot? Did I miss seeing the full model? It looks so good. No, you didn't miss it. Do you want to see it? Dun, 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 dun. Let me see, actually. I'm not sure if I can... Dun, 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 dun. This is just an outfit, though, that I got off Booth. So, it's a pre-made outfit, but I got it for the video. There's feet, though. Maybe it's a little too scandalous. Hello. Okay, maybe just really quick. Because it's really cute. It's really cute. Don't show the feet. Ta-da. Ta-da. So it's like I'm sitting. See, it's supposed to be like perspective. But the way I did it, I made it so like... Ta-da. Ta-da. So I could just use the top. Not for free, Niko, no! But see it like... Ta-da. Ta-da. But yeah, people who make like pre-made VTuber outfits are awesome. The swimsuit for the Gyaru one was from the same store. It fits you well too. Thank you. If any VTubers want to know the store, maybe I'll post it because there's lots of good outfits. I think it's pretty well known though, like in the VTuber community, but I'll post it. No, the orange matches the pink really well. Thank you! For the orange, I was thinking like, okay, kitsune foxes are orange, but they're also white, so like my ears are white, so... Obviously, since I'm a real squid kitsune, I would know that. Wait, so just attach your min outside the yes. So basically, like I can hide some of my regular outfit, and then I put this over it. It's just like changing clothes, kind of. Squid-tsune, yeah, that's me. You know what? Now that I look at your hair more, yes. I can't not see the McDonald's Japan ad, girl. Wait, the one that made the internet mad. Wait, the McDonald's ad about like the family that everyone was like mad about for some reason. I vaguely remember that happening. I think it was like some people were mad and some people liked it. I remember it causing like some kind of discourse. Then again, there's always some kind of discourse, right? I just remember it being a big conversation. I thought it was cute. I liked it. Wow. But okay, let's see. What else did I do on my trip? Let's see what else. More food, yummy! What did I write? Oh, the concept of living in Japan to eat Japanese-inspired food. I know what I like. And actually, mall sushi tastes just fine. It's looking more and more like a Tachyon photo shoot. Wow. It was super popular, but it made some people mad on Twitter. Honestly, you can just stop there. That's all anybody needs to know. People on Twitter be like, this ad is pushing marriage. People in real life be like, hey man, how's it going? Hey man, how's it going? Is that vegan sushi? No. So these were my orders. So my friend got vegan pad thai or something, and I got regular sushi. She's not the type of vegan that I'll get like offended if I eat, if I eat in front of her. Just at her house, I ate vegan food and we were vegan together. But in public, I was like, I'm gonna get some fish. And this pizza's actually not vegan either. She got a vegan one for herself, and I got a regular one. タキヨンたくさんいるね。私タキヨンがめっちゃ好きだから、なんか一緒に写真を撮りたかったね。かわいい、美しい。タキヨンちゃんと一緒に食べました。Is Agnes Tachyon actually your wife if you only have a single photo of her? It's like the one that people keep in their wallets, okay? But But yeah, so the pizza was actually really good. And I'm not even the big pizza person, actually. She picked the place, but I got this pizza and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And see, this was like a poke bowl. I think that's popular in like Hawaii. And this was more sushi. It was good. The Hawaiian one, right? Yeah, I think this is like Hawaiian style poke maybe. But it's like salmon and something and seaweed and cucumbers and something else and lettuce or something. And then you mix it all together and then you eat it. Will you ever have gas station sushi? I'm pretty brave. I'll try anything once. Agnes Takion's looking good here. Comment on the food! Did you grow up eating more seafood than anything since you lived in a coastal state? Actually, no. So, like, I'm from New England, but I wasn't actually really near the coast. And also, my mom doesn't like fish. My dad likes fish. Like, he's an adventurous eater like me, but my mom doesn't like fish, so... No, actually. I didn't even have sushi. The first time I had sushi, I was 13. I didn't have sushi till I was 13. But you know what we had? Like fish and chips? My mom likes fish and chips. When they still had the octopus balls, I keep trying to get my mom to eat takoyaki, but I made the mistake of calling it octopus balls. And she's like, Niko, I'm not eating octopus balls. And I was like, no, it's not their balls. It's a ball shape. It's just a shape. But you know, I said it once and she's just never gonna go for it. And also, I also made the mistake of being like, you should try this kelpis. And she's like, the kelpis? It's hard being me. You went to a pizza place recently and they had this astounding chicken bacon ranch pizza. I love chicken bacon ranch pizza. Oh my gosh, I love chicken bacon ranch. That's probably my favorite pizza. You know what else I like? I like white pizza. If you don't know what white pizza is, that's seriously the name of it. That's actually the name of it. So it's pizza with no red sauce. And since I was a kid, I actually grew up not liking red sauce. I didn't like tomato sauce. So I always got white pizza. Like a slice of white pizza. It's really good. Even your mom is in on the kelpis joke. And I didn't even tell her about it. Like, maybe it really is a pronunciation issue. Does it have the cheese at least? Yeah, it's got tons of cheese. Well, the white part refers to the cheese. So it's got like 2 or 3 different kinds of cheeses, I think. It's really good. But yeah, honestly, we didn't have much Swedish food. I guess because she's not Swedish either. And I kept asking, like, what's Swedish food? And she was like, I don't know, Swedish meatballs? And my mom kept saying Swedish fish. She was like, Niko, bring me back some Swedish fish. And I'm like, Mom, I think Swedish fish are American. I think we just stole the name. I don't think they actually make them in Sweden. Yeah, Swedish fish, they're a red jelly candy. Pickled herring? What does that mean? Gotta go have a good one. Thank you. You have a good one too. Thank you for hanging out and have a great rest of your day. Yeah, Swedish fish are from America. Why are they called Swedish fish? These are questions that need to be answered. Surströmming or something. So wait, that's a Swedish food. I never heard of that. And you know, we did actually go into like a city a few times, and we got food from like a food truck, and I just got a sandwich. I got a chicken sandwich, and she got like some kind of African food. So we did not eat much Swedish food. And I kept asking her, I was like, where is good to eat around here? Like, what should we eat? And she's like, it's all really expensive and not that good. Which, you know, that's fair. So let's see, what else? Oh, okay. Stuff I didn't take pictures of. Hashtag live in the moment. Yeah, because like I said, I didn't really use my phone that much. Which was good. So, we went mini golfing! We went mini golfing in Sweden. But the course was like, it was like gray? It wasn't very colorful. My impression of mini golf is like princess towers and like castles and like, you know, rivers and colorful stuff. But I guess Sweden's idea of mini golfing is gray buildings? And she was like, it's because each hole represents some type of Swedish, construction or like buildings. And I was like, okay. It's like, okay. Competitive mini golf walk-in. Actually, I did lose. We were keeping score, and I did lose. I did lose. And I hit my ball in the water, so I had to go fish it out. And we went to a music culture festival in Sweden! Yippee! It was in Malmö. That's like a coastal city in Sweden, and that's where there are the food trucks. And there were like carnival rides, but they looked too sketchy, so we didn't ride them. Cause it was those rides that you just like set up. And that's a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy. I'll go on a roller coaster at an amusement park, but if you're telling me that you just constructed this roller coaster in one day, I'm gonna think that's a little sketchy. The beach, but it was so windy we had to leave. Niko didn't pack a swimsuit. No, I did. I really actually wanted to go swimming, but it was too cold and too windy, so we didn't. And you know, like, I love the beach. My friend doesn't though, she doesn't really like it, but she still went for me. But it was so windy that it was like, it like hurt your face. So, and if I even have to leave, that's when you know it's like actually pretty bad. Niko, I think you're pretty good at photography. I stole this picture off Google. If you're talking about this picture, I shamelessly stole it off Google. I took these pictures, and I took these pictures, and I took the cake pictures, but I stole the top one off Google too. I took this picture. I made this. I took these. Don't you think these are good pictures? Well, Niko, you're pretty good stealing off Google. If she took it, Tachyon would be in the frame. True. You're terrible at taking pictures, which is great in the moment, but afterwards, I wish I took at least a handful instead of one or two. Me too. I was happy to not, be on my phone, but I should have just bought a regular camera, I think digital cameras are making a comeback. I should have bought one. You already took more pictures than I would have. You went on this roller coaster on vacation and the lap bar didn't go anywhere near my lap. That is scary. It's like, are you gonna push that down a little more, man? Are you gonna push that down? No? Huh? Oh, okay. So this one, don't say anything bad about it. Don't say anything bad about it. My friend, she made me a birthday cake. So I left before my birthday, which is on the 13th, but she made me a cake anyway. And when she was making it, she was like, oh, I'm gonna make you a cake, like get out of the kitchen, it's a surprise. And I was like, okay, but you have to make it vegan, because I want you to be able to eat it too. So she made me a cake, and as you can see, the main ingredient was butter, was vegan butter, And the cake was so hot that you can kind of see the icing is melting off of the cake. But it was really good. So on the left you could see like inside of it. It was nice and moist. It was so sweet that even I could only have one slice before I was like, I can't eat any more or it's going to come back up on this table. But it was so good. I thought it was a design choice. No. It was because it was hot. And it tasted like butter, which is good. But it's just funny because like we were like, what is this? And she kept apologizing because she thought it was bad, but it's a thought that counts. かわいい。ありがとう。これはね、私の誕生日のために友達が作ってくれましたケーキです。彼女は卵とか牛乳とか動物からのもの全然食べないので、これは全部ヴィーガン？日本語の言葉はわかんないんだけど、彼女は動物のものを食べない人です。Yeah, I don't actually know how to say vegan in Japanese because I don't think it's very common to be vegan here. But that's okay though. But yeah, this is my birthday cake! Yippee! And she got me, my present was Polaroid film. Because I don't know if you guys know, but I like to take Polaroids like with a Polaroid camera. But for some reason in Japan, there's like a global shortage or something of film. So I haven't been able to get film in Japan in over a year. I do own a Polaroid. I own one of those Instax minis and then also like a real one too. Like a bigger one. But, you know, a couple years ago I would have totally recommended it as a hobby. But now it's like it's insanely expensive and you can't get the film. So the Chica idols buy out all the Instax mini films in Japan. I'm convinced they have like a direct line of supply. Seriously. Like I think they seriously have like an underground Czechie supplier. Those Chica idols. You went to a wedding where they had a whole table of film, so I took a ton of it. Did you steal it? Yeah, I can imagine the maid cafes have the inside scoop. Okay, I gotta go there and ask the girls what's up. What's a Chica idol? So a Chica idol is like a direct translation would be like underground idol. So basically it's like idols that are not quite super famous yet, but they have a more direct relationship with their fans and they go to smaller venues and they do their lives, and afterwards Chica idols always they have stuff called the tokutenkai, which is like a, how do you explain a tokutenkai? It's like where if you spend 2,000 yen, then you could take a Polaroid with the idol, or you can talk to the idol for a minute or whatever. So yeah, it's like a meet and greet kind of. Yeah, exactly. So like after the live, you can interact with them and you can take a picture. So we're joking around that the Chica idols must have a secret supplier of the film because they always seem to have some, even though I can't buy any. Idols that are good at digging. No, it just means underground. It just means like not super mainstream yet. But yeah, the fans of Chica idols, they are dedicated. They're very dedicated. Yeah. I have a friend who's actually, she's really into like a boy group, Chica idol group. And I'm like, you go girl. She goes to all the lives and she knows all of them. And I'm like, okay girl, you have fun. Just be safe out there. The world would end for idol fans if the Chickies were out of stock. True! And they'd lose like all their profit. Because I feel like that's how they make a lot of their money is like the Chickie sales. But yes, this was my birthday cake! Yippee! Honestly, I wasn't expecting it, so I was very touched. Even if it was the sweetest thing I ever had in my life. Let's see. Was that it? No! Okay, I made like a final slide. Wait, isn't this so pretty? One of the pictures I actually took. This is my picture. I did not steal this off Google. This is my picture. Everyone bask in how nice it is. Oh, nature. Oh, a tree. So pretty. So pretty. Oh, and here is the sunset, guys. This is the sunset. Not sunset. Sunrise. Sunrise coming back on the plane. And I think you'll be happy to know that the flight back was so nice. Okay, but I mean, like, literally anything would have been better than the torture on the way there, but the flight back was so much better. Actually, the person in... So I was on the window again, right? But the person in the middle didn't come. They weren't there. So, it was me, and then a space, and then a nice, quiet old woman. It was awesome. And I even watched a movie. I had never watched a movie on a plane before. Oh, and I played Steins Gate. I was in such a better mood. And the food was good too. It was really nice. So I played Steins Gate until my laptop died. And then I watched Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Honestly, it almost felt insulting to watch such an amazing movie on such a tiny screen. But I was doing it. It was awesome. Wait, did tweet that on the plane. That was when I got off the plane. Yeah. Actually, I kept trying to buy Wi-Fi, but there was no Wi-Fi. So I was, my credit card was out. I was ready to buy Wi-Fi. The only thing that was bad is that there was no Wi-Fi to buy. I was a little sad. You like taking nature pictures, especially greenery hills. Me too! Actually, I don't really like taking pictures of people. I prefer my pictures with no people. Will you ever visit the French? Maybe someday. Although, honestly, next, I'd like to go to Italy. If I go back to Europe, I'd like to go to Italy or Greece? Greece or something like that. Yeah. I don't really have too much interest in France at all. No hate. I'm just not interested. But I'd like to go to Ireland and Italy. Yeah, and Greece and stuff. Not really like the UK or anything. Like England, not really interested. Again, no hate. Just not really interested. Your airplane go-to movie is Shazam. Is that a superhero movie? Honestly, I think mine from now on is gonna be Lord of the Rings. Cause I was riveted. Those are my favorite movies. Oh, it was so good. I was getting so into it. Oh, honestly, at the end, I low-key was crying. And I was like, man, I've never cried at this part before. And maybe I'm just overtired. But, spoilers for Lord of the Rings, the first movie. But, at the end of the first one, the death scene at the end of the first one. Oh my god! I was like sobbing. No, it's after the Balrog, so it's in the forest. The guy who dies in the forest. I was like throwing up. I was like literally sobbing on this plane. You only cried because no kid was kicking you. Yeah, I was relieved. Yeah, that one. If you like Nordic countries, you should come to New Zealand. And Aussie. Wait, what's Aussie? I'm sorry, what's Aussie? Wait, is that not New Zealand? Is that the Netherlands? Wait, you have to tell me what the abbreviations are. What about other places in Asia? I'd like to go everywhere. I've never been. I've only been to America, Japan, and now Sweden. Australia is Aussie. New Zealand and Australia. Oh. I'd love to go there. But okay, the thing about Australia is that I know it's not that big a deal for some people. Okay, but I am deathly afraid of spiders. I think a lot of you know that. So if I went to Australia, I'd have to go with someone. Like, because I can't, I have to go with someone brave. Like, I have to drag my mom along or something and take care of the spiders. Because I would call the police or something. Like, I wouldn't know what to do. Does Oshi mean Old Zealand? But you know, I'd love to go to New Zealand actually with my dad because I want to do the Lord of the Rings tour. I want to do the Lord of the Rings tour. Bring your friend from Sweden. She's not that brave when it comes to bugs either. We were together one time and we saw a cockroach. There was a cockroach. And it was like running around the room, right? And we're screaming, we're crying, and then we call her mom. So we call my friend's mom because there's a cockroach in her room, right? And we put her mom on speaker and we're like, help, help, there's a cockroach. Like, what do we do? There's a cockroach. And her mom is like, what the hell do you want me to do about it? And we're like, please help. And she's like, I'm not there. What do you want me to do about it? You can fit a kangaroo. I think I'd lose. Italy hits so hard if you're raised Catholic, even if you're non-practicing. Yeah, I think I'd love it because I was raised Catholic for sure, so I think I'd enjoy like all the churches and the history and the stained glass and the saint statues. Oh, I'd totally get into it. You unironically would love to go to Australia just to see the wildlife. Bugs are scary, but everything else is so cute. Yeah! You know, I think a lot of people in Japan actually go to Australia because it's pretty close. Like, if you meet someone in Japan, and if they say like, oh, I've studied abroad, and you ask them where they go, they usually say like, oh, I went to Australia. Good night, Niko. Time for bed in California. Good night. Thank you for hanging out. Good night, good night, good night. Oh, Niko, you're not currently subbed to Netflix, are you? I think my dad is, which means I am. I think my dad is, which means I can steal it. You recommend Dairy Girls to watch if you are... Oh, I've seen clips of that on Twitter. What I've seen is very funny. You think koalas have chlamydia or something though? I think as long as you stay away from them, you should be safe. Just drinking some water. Just see me water. Yeah. Australia sounds very expensive. Yeah. Australia does sound expensive. Honestly though, Sweden and Denmark were expensive too, but it was mainly my fault because I didn't understand the currency, and since, like I said, my phone was useless, and I didn't want to keep bothering my friend like, hey, how much is this? How much is this? How much is this? So I just kept swiping my card. I was like, whatever, it's fine, whatever, it's okay, I'm on vacation. But you know, I think maybe next time I'll try to learn it a little better. Yeah, no, it was nothing crazy, honestly. The thing I was most surprised about was 3 cakes costing $75. Oh, and I got some souvenirs for my friends here. That cost like $100. They cost like $100. Oh my gosh. Hey there, I like your ASMR. I'm from Mexico. Thank you. Hello from Japan. I hope you're having a good time in Mexico right now. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. You just put money in your checking during vacation and go until it declines. That's one way to do it, man. I was swiping my credit card. Were they made of gold? No, it was just Moomin candy. Denmark's just expensive, I guess. Very expensive, very expensive. And I haven't even seen them. I've been so busy, I haven't even seen the friends I bought souvenirs for. It's low-key candy, it's probably melting. Or it just shows how many friends she's been hiding. No, only 5. Which seems like a lot, actually. But the men friends, there's like three girls, but then there's 2 other girls that I'm like, oh, like maybe we could become closer friends. So I wanted to get them something too. Not that I want to bribe them with candy or anything, but just like, it's a conversation starter if we see each other. Were you good? Yeah, I'm good. Are you good? I'm good. Getting bribes for meaty friends, nodders. It's like Stardew Valley. Come on. 2 times a week. Did you know? Does she know? Oh, and I got stuff for my dad and my mom. So for my mom, I got these coasters with some kind of horse on it. Not because of Uma Musume. But my friend said it was some kind of Swedish horse or something. Some kind of Swedish horse thing. So I got my mom some coasters with the Swedish horse on it, and I got my dad a coffee mug, cause he drinks coffee. Although it was kind of tiny, but it was the only one I could find. Are you good in the middle of the back? Or gonna give when you go back? I'm gonna give when I go back, cause I might actually, maybe, I'm not sure, but I might be able to go home around Christmas time, which would be really great because I haven't seen my family in a long time. But also, my mom is actually coming to visit me. She's coming to visit me. Yeah, I'm really excited. At the end of next month. So I'll be gone for like a week again. I'm sorry. I'm going to make lots of videos in the meantime. But I'm sorry. I haven't seen her in a year and a half. But don't worry. It'll only be like 7 days. So it won't be that long. Mom ASMR collab. If I thought she could do it without like blabbing out my address or something, I would do it. But I like to talk and she likes to talk too. So we both like to talk. And I'm not sure she would get it. Cause the thing is, my mom knows I'm a VTuber. And my mom knows I stream games. And my mom knows I make ASMR videos. But my mom doesn't know what those things mean. So she's always like, oh, like how's the streaming going? But she doesn't know what that means. And she's like, oh, how's the ASMR? And I'm like, oh, it's good. But she doesn't know what ASMR is. I keep trying to explain it. But I think everything I tell her makes her more confused. Cause I'm like, okay, mom, like I do like role plays. Like sometimes I pretend to be a doctor or I pretend to be something else, and she's like, huh? She's like, that doesn't, what? She's like, and people watch that. I'm like, mom, I watch it. Like I've been watching ASMR, and I tried to tell her to look up latte ASMR, but I don't think she did. Has she experienced ASMR before? I think if I explained it to her like if someone brushed your hair and you got like a tingly feeling, maybe she'd get it that way. But my mom's kind of like, she's like not very social, like she's kind of like reserved too. So maybe she'd be like, that's weird. Maybe she'd be like, that's weird. See you soon. I'm gonna sleep. Have a nice day. Thank you. You too. Have a great sleep. Pre-recorded. Yeah, maybe we could. Who would watch that though? Who would watch that? Niko, Niko's mother has never heard of acting. I'm gonna try to explain it to her more. Cause if she comes to my apartment, then she's gonna see. Maybe I'll show her what I do. Me! Okay, maybe I'll pitch the idea. Yeah, it definitely is blind support. I mean, my dad knows too, but he doesn't know what it is either. He always asks me, you know what my dad asks me? He's like, how many subscribers do you have? And then I tell him, and then he's like, how many subscribers does Mr. Beast have? And I'm like, okay, like, it's the only YouTuber you know, Mr. Beast. I don't think we're in the same genre. Like, we're not in the same genre of content. And then he's like, you should do what Mr. Beast does, but as a woman. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he's like, you should just call yourself Mrs. Beast and just make videos like that. And I'm like, I'm not sure you're understanding what I'm doing here. So I'm very open about what I do with my family, except like not exactly, cause they don't really know what I'm talking about. But I said that if I hit 100,000, then I'll show my mom and my cousins, cause they're the ones I talk about it with. You've yet to watch Mr. Beast videos, so please don't chance. Don't worry, I'm not gonna... Wait, I have an idea. Chroniko locks 100 subscribers in a room and makes them listen to ASMR for 20 million hours. What happens next will warm your heart. Will volunteer for 20 million hours, and then also you can't sue me. If anything goes wrong, you can't sue me. 20 million light work. Okay, maybe for ASMR fans. For ASMR fans, you would participate in that. You'd pay to be in it. Okay. Only one shatter leaves the room. Wait, oh my gosh, it could be a try to stay awake challenge. And then only one chatter gets to leave because it's the last one who's awake. Yeah. Whoever stays awake the longest gets $20. Not 20 million, sorry. The budget's in development. Okay, be sure to like and subscribe so we can increase the budget. What happens to the others? They die? No. That would be weird. No, that would be weird. $20. Yeah, $20. $20. Sound good? I think that could work. Okay, guys, I'm jotting down some ideas. You might need that $20. Okay, well then you gotta hope that everyone else falls asleep really fast, okay? In the suspicious warehouse. You would definitely need to get Mr. Beast to bring that budget up. Wait, Squid Game. No. Okay, guys. Okay. These are some great ideas. And I have lots to think about. Here. Much to ponder. But I think I may call it a day for today. Just cause, I'm sorry, I'm really hungry. I woke up late again. Okay, actually, wait. Here's my story this morning. I woke up at 8 a.m. to my alarm, and I said, okay, Niko, you're gonna go to the gym. Because if you don't wake up, you're never gonna break the patterns, man. You're never gonna break the cycle. and then I went back to bed until 10:55. Yeah, I was going to go before stream. I wanted to break the patterns. But okay, I didn't, so I just went back to bed. Because I thought, I always come on here in the morning, and I'm always like, oh, sorry, I'm hoarse because it's the morning, or oh, sorry, I just woke up. But I wanted to start my day with some exercise. But the only exercise I got was flipping back around and going back to bed. Not right. It's just not right. Maybe tomorrow I'll break the cycle. Probably not though. It was a fun stream. Thank you! I had fun too. I'm glad that you guys were able to come and I was able to talk a little bit about my trip. Wow! I think we had a fun conversation. I hope that you guys had fun too. Thanks for the chat. Really enjoyed the slide in photos. Thank you! Go have some yummy food. I will. Maybe like my sweetest candy bar. I have so much candy from Sweden. So much candy. So much candy. I have a lot of candy. It's like this big yellow candy bar. My friend gave me like 6 of them. Was lit, so I'll catch the body. It was great fun. Thank you! Thank you guys for being here. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And keep in mind, okay? Keep in mind, summer is not over. Okay? So, you can still have some summer fun. It's not over until late September. Okay? It's not over. It's not over. So you can still have some summer fun. Okay? Kids are back in school though. I don't care about them. You could still have summer fun. Even if you're back in school. Okay? Okay? Yeah, honestly, in Japan, summer goes till November anyway. Nice! Thank you so much for the member squid. Thank you so much for the membership for 11 months. You really enjoyed the stream. Good luck, Uma training. Thank you! Uma training, but IRL. Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna head out. But thank you guys so much for being here. And I hope to see you in the next stream or the next video. Thank you! Dun, dun, dun. You're in college. Good luck. Keep a summer fun mindset, okay? It's all about your mindset. Okay? Bye-bye.